Hey guys, hello everyone. So I'm uploading the recorded session of the Claydon Organic Chemistry chapter number 37 and 38. Here we are going to be talking about radicals and carbene. So we always study this together. Radical and carbenes show some similar properties and they are studied under the topic reactive intermediates, organic reactive intermediates. और ये सबसे ज़्यादा important reactive intermediates है because there are a variety of questions coming each year in the CSI net and GATE examination only based on radicals and carbenes. राइट तो हम इस सेशन में सारे इंपॉर्टेंट रिएक्शंस के बारे में बात करेंगे हाउ द रेडिकल एंड कार्बीन्स आर फॉर्म्ड एंड हाउ दे रिएक्ट व्हाट आर देयर मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट केमिकल रिएक्शंस ओके सो वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट सून और अगर आपको डिटेल में पढ़ना है सीएसआई नेट और गेट के लिए you can download my app Rasayan Academy from the Google Play Store. Also guys अभी फिलहाल के लिए there is a 50% off going on the detailed catalyst batch for the CSIR NET June 2024 examination. इसके ऊपर पूरा का पूरा 50% off चल रहा है. It's only going to be available for 2999 and the validity is going to be for 3 months. Okay, so join now without any further delay because you are going to get complete organic, inorganic as well as a important portion of physical chemistry जो question based ज़्यादा रहेगा revision and question based because अभी का time इतना ही है allow कर रहा है आपको so that you can study mostly based on the question practice. Along with that, you're getting recorded and live classes. There will be complete mock test topic wise as well as complete mock test you're getting. Along with that, I've created a doubt clearing WhatsApp group to assist you in doubt solving while you're practicing questions. Okay. So this is the most important thing to do right now to join up this course क्योंकि ये आपको last के 3 months में बहुत ज़्यादा important knowledge देने वाला है. So I'm going to see you all in the classes. चलो let's start our discussion. Radical reactions. Now first of all we are going to talk about radicals. ठीक है पहले radical के बारे में बात करते हैं because it is chapter number 37 and then we talk about the carbene. Now it's a huge chapter, every little thing to everything important, बहुत सारी छोटी से बड़ी सारी चीजें कवर करी हुई है लेकिन हम यहाँ पे क्या देख रहे हैं ओनली द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट रेडिकल जनरेशन. द रेडिकल जनरेशन उसके लिए सबसे ज्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट केमिकल्स है dibenzoyl peroxide and AIBN. What are these two? And these two have been very popularly used in radical generation. These are actually radical initiators. Okay, initiator मतलब जो reaction को initiate करता है in the presence of heat. Either you can form radicals in the presence of light or when you are doing it thermally, you can take dibenzoyl peroxide and AIBN. So dibenzoyl, benzoyl का मतलब ये है that you are going to get the C double bond OO. There are going to be a carbonyl and 2 oxygens like this. So ये हो गया एक peroxide linkage of 2 oxygen group. Now how is it going to break down? It is going to break in the presence of heat such that each oxygen is going to have one radical. ये homolytic cleavage हो गया है यहाँ से. Followed by which this phenyl, this benzoyl radical is going to break down further into a phenyl radical as well as CO2. अब ये जो radical है यहाँ पे ये कोई भी एक molecule से जहाँ से आपको radical reaction करवाना है, it is going to attack on that molecule, grab a hydrogen and initiate another radical. Okay, so these are known as radical initiators. Next very popular one is AIBN. Why is it AIBN? Azo bis isobutyronitrile. What is that? There is a azo molecule, azo functional group. Bis मतलब होता है twice. That is 2 times you are going to take this isobutyro radical, isobutyronitrile portion into this molecule. और ये किस तरीके से break होता है? Please understand that the bonds are moving in a different direction as compared to benzoyl peroxide. देखो यहाँ पे नाइट्रोजन के बॉन्ड के अंदर जा रहे हैं इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. हियर इट वाज ब्रेकिंग द बॉन्ड गोइंग अवे. Now here nitrogen already has a strong double bond, so the sideways bonds are opening up. This bond and this bond is going to open up and put one electron each to this nitrogen bond such that you get a nitrogen gas elimination followed by ये रहा आपका radical. 2 of these isobutyronitrile radicals you are getting. Again radical initiation के लिए. Very well. आगे हम चलते हैं हम देखते हैं how many possible reactions are there for radical reaction. There are many reactions possible. I'm not discussing all the reactions over here. You will go through the book, you will see radical के बहुत सारे reactions होते हैं. Pinacol formation होता है, acylon condensation, acylon reaction होता है, which I've already mentioned in a name reaction video. All right. So here we are going to discuss one such reaction, that is allylic bromination. इसके ऊपर भी बहुत अच्छे अच्छे क्वेश्चन आ चुके हैं. For example, what is allylic bromination, guys? When you are, let's say, when you are reacting a simple alkene, or let's say diene or a simple alkene with bromine, Br2, dibromine gas. Either it is taking place in the presence of heat or light. It can go through two mechanisms. Heat के presence में आपको पता है it is going to be anti-addition of bromine across the double bond. But if it is happening in the presence of light, what will happen? There is no regioselectivity of addition. However, you can add the bromine to the double bond. Bromine का भी यहाँ पे addition हो सकता है, या फिर you are also going to get a mixture of products. That is, let's say the bromine attaches over here and one bromine attaches over here, or for example you are getting like a resonated structure, that is one bromine attached over here, another bromine is going to attach over here. तो इससे क्या हुआ है, bond shift हो गया है यहाँ से. So basically there are going to be a mixture of products, both of the addition to the alkene as well as allylic bromination. तो सारे mixture of product बन जाएंगे. लेकिन अगर हम लेते हैं only one bromine per molecule, that is, if we are taking a bromine source, only one bromine per molecule, it only gives you allylic bromination. तो देखो N-bromosactinimide, this molecule, in the presence of light or also in the presence of heat, is going to break down homolytically in this way. Homolytic cleavage करके it is going to give you a nitrogen radical and a bromine radical. So what happens now? The nitrogen radical is going to pluck out a hydrogen, or basically the bromine can also do that. It is going to remove a hydrogen from the allylic position. It is not going to add to the alkene now. Okay, क्योंकि allylic position से अगर radical निकाल proton निकाल लिया, hydrogen निकाल लिया, तो एक radical बनेगा, which is the allylic radical. It is stable because of resonance in this way. That is why you are going to get this allylic radical, and hence the another bromine connects over it. So this is your molecule, 85% yield. Here you are having limited supply of bromine. That's why the allylic bromination takes place. इसके ऊपर एक बहुत interesting question था CSI net, somewhere it's an old question around 2014 or 15, कि मान लो I have this molecule where I have this carbon as isotopically labeled carbon. Okay, so if I'm doing the same reaction NBS in the presence of light, तो मुझे क्या mixture of product मिलेगा? Definitely I am going to get one bromination on this carbon. I might also get a bromination, allylic bromination on the opposite carbon, because ये भी allylic position है. I might also have a rearranged product. ये देखो इस तरीके से भी बन सकता है. तो आपको ये रेशियो निकालना है, that what is the ratio of these three products with each other. Are they all going to form in 1:1 ratio, 1:1:1 ratio, or some other ratio is possible? Try doing this. ये आपका CSI net का ही old question है. Now let's move onward to another example which has been recently asked as a question, that is, if you are having a big molecule like this, what happens in here is, ये जो position है ये वाली, इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? We call it benzylic position. So I am not saying that only the allylic bromination is going to take place and not benzylic. Definitely, if you are able to form this kind of a radical, it is going to be extremely stable. और आपको पता है जितना इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग ग्रुप होता है, radical becomes even more stable, like this. So this is going to be a stable diradical, and it is going to give you a stable bromination. देखो NBS and AIBN, either you take NBS and heat, that is going to give you a bromine radical, or you take NBS or light, that is again going to give you a bromine radical, or you take NBS or some chemical initiator like AIBN, because your heat and light are not given, then also you get the bromine radical. Or इफ यू आर नॉट टेकिंग एनीथिंग एल्स, सिर्फ NBS लिया है, वाटर एक्वस मीडियम या फिर कोई भी पोलर सॉल्वेंट है, then NBS is going to give you a electrophilic bromine. Please remember this, very very important. ठीक है, तो ये chemical initiator लिया है, very good. So that is how we are going to say that radical forms. अब radical बन गया है, bromination भी हो गया है. Let's say both ways there is bromination taking place. Now 10% NaOH, what is it going to do? NaOH could have taken a proton away, but it sees a possibility of benzylic substitution. All right, because benzylic positions are very good for the SN2 reaction taking place. So definitely it is going to attack on the CH2OH like this. और क्या होगा guys, अब base तो है ही, तो if one of the OH Br is substituted, the other OH is going to become O minus, and that O minus is going to attack CH2 over here, and it is going to cause another kind of substitution, finally giving you this product. Okay, so this is what we are going to, this is one of the examples which is also asked in your CA SANET exam. आगे चलते हैं और हम देखते हैं पूरे चैप्टर का सबसे स्ट्राइकिंग रिएक्शन which has been directly asked in the examination. और भी बहुत सारे reactions हैं, as I told you, just go through them. Clemmensen reduction, Gould-Blank reduction, many things involving radicals, but this is the most important one. Reversing the selectivity, radical substitution of bromine by hydrogen. What do I mean by this? जैसे कि हमने अभी अभी देखा है allylic bromination. On this carbon hydrogen bond, through some radical reaction, the hydrogen is now converted to bromine. So that is hydrogen का conversion, replacement of hydrogen by bromine. लेकिन अगर हम उसका उल्टा करना चाहें, if we just want to do the opposite of this, how are we going to do so? Radical substitution of bromine by hydrogen, that is one very important application. ये देखो, first example, what are we doing? We have taken alpha bromo methoxycyclopropane. ठीक है, तो अब इसमें क्या करें हम, देखो गाइज, ये जो कॉम्बिनेशन लिया है ट्राईब्यूटाइल टिन हाइड्राइड, इसको हम बोलते हैं TBTH. Tributyl tin hydride TBTH in the presence of light is going to break down into tin radical and hydrogen radical, जो कि इसको replace कर देगा with a hydrogen, and finally it gives you this. So how is it doing so? Let's see initiation कैसे किया. In the presence of light, the TBTH molecule is going to break down into ट्राईब्यूटाइल टिन रैडिकल और एक हाइड्रोजन रैडिकल. इसको प्रोटॉन नहीं बोलते क्योंकि H प्लस तो है नहीं, सो इट्स अ हाइड्रोजन रैडिकल. प्रोपगेशन मीन्स मूविंग ऑनवर्ड्स, आगे जाके क्या करेगा, ये जो रैडिकल है ना, सिंस टिन इज अ सॉफ्ट मेटल, it is going to be attracted towards the soft atom, that is bromine, not oxygen. तो ब्रोमीन पे अट्रैक्ट हुआ है ये, इट इज गोइंग टू टेक अवे ब्रोमीन एंड लीव अनदर रैडिकल ओवर हियर, जो कि एक हाइड्रोजन रैडिकल निकाल लेगा यहाँ से अनदर मॉलिक्यूल से, एंड द साइकिल गोज ऑन. ये मिल गया प्रोडक्ट और ये फिर से मिल गया हमें रैडिकल, ये वापस लग जाएगा इन टेकिंग अनदर bromine from another molecule. So this is a constant cycle. Now what happens is, either with the TBTH molecule, once again, either you take light or you take heat or you take a chemical initiator, AIBN or dibenzoyl peroxide. It is found out that AIBN works the best with TBTH. तो AIBN आपको पता ही है, isobutyronitrile. It is going to generate the two of these radicals, जो ये क्या करने वाले हैं, ये यहाँ से हाइड्रोजन निकाल देंगे. If they remove the hydrogen from this, then you are going to get the tin radical. अब tin radical बन गया है, it is going to go through the same cycle once again. Okay, so it needs, TBTH is a very good reagent for reversing the selectivity, मतलब कि bromine substitution कर रहा है by hydrogen, and इसके बहुत सारे examples है. Let's see one by one. So just second example doing the same thing. There is no worry about the stereochemistry because once the bromine is replaced, it is going to be both hydrogens above and below. दोनों hydrogen ही है यहाँ पे. ठीक है, so TBTH and AIBN same combination. You will see this plenty of times. TBTH, AIBN. आप एग्जाम में भी बहुत बार या प्रीवियस या क्वेश्चन खोल के देखोगे, यू विल सी दिस प्लेंटी ऑफ टाइम्स. ओके, सो जस्ट द ब्रोमीन रिप्लेसमेंट बाय हाइड्रोजन. नेक्स्ट, कार्बन कार्बन बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन विद रेडिकल्स. तो अब देखो ये कैसे हो रहा है. I am forming a new carbon-carbon bond through radicals. So let's see. Again, the same combination. TBTH is a little bit excess as compared to AIBN. AIBN बहुत थोड़ा सा चाहिए because it is just to initiate the reaction, isn't it? So what is happening? You have got an alkyl halide. Now, I have not taken a chloride or a fluoride क्योंकि आपको पता है उनको हटाना, bond break करना मुश्किल होता है. As compared to bromine and iodine, they are more polarizable and they are soft. So, अब देखो, this is going to react with alpha beta unsaturated cyanide. तो चलो देखते हैं कैसे हो रहा है reaction. So, what do we have? In the initiation step, again you are taking the TBTH and AIBN. वो फिर से आपको tin radical देगा. Tin being soft is going to attack on the alkyl halide. So, this is the R part. Okay, इसी को R part जैसे लिख दिया है book में. So this is going to attack over the iodine. It is going to replace the iodine radical over here. R radical gives you Michael addition onto the alpha beta unsaturated nitrile like this. और उसके बाद ये radical बन जाएगा. ये क्या करेगा? It is going to abstract a hydrogen from the new molecule since it is like much in excess. तो इसीलिए यहाँ से ये hydrogen निकाल के final product दे देगा. And this is going to be used up in the same cycle. दूसरे molecule से निकाल लिया. ठीक है? So this is how we can generate a new carbon-carbon bond using the TBTH and AIBN. Whenever you are revising all of these reactions, just make a list कि TBTH और AIBN क्या क्या कर सकता है. ठीक है, ब्रोमीन को हटा सकता है, कार्बन कार्बन बॉन्ड फॉर्म. राइट. सो द नेक्स्ट रिएक्शन दैट वी सी आर इंट्रामोलिकुलर रैडिकल रिएक्शंस. These are more efficient than the intermolecular ones. That is definitely so because intramolecular radical reaction के लिए आपको जो distance वाला barrier है वो cross नहीं करना पड़ता. Two molecules don't have to come close. It is already close, right? And we are talking about radical cyclization over here. All right, very very important. चलो first example देखते हैं. You are having this kind of a molecule जहाँ पे एक double bond है और एक possible leaving group है. ठीक है? So what happens is, let's see, in the presence of tributyl tin hydrogen, tin hydride and AIBN combination, you know again आपको अब पता हो जाना चाहिए कि आपको क्या मिलने वाला है. Tributyl tin radical is what you are going to get. That radical is looking for a soft center to attack on. Which is the soft center? Oxygen या sulfur? Definitely sulfur है. So this bond is going to open up from here and give you one radical on this side. तो अगर यहाँ पे एक radical बनेगा, let's say this is what you have. You have a radical on this side. अब क्या होना चाहिए? You must get a radical cyclization. This radical can attack two ways onto this double bond. Either it can do a cyclization from this side, from this carbon to get a 5-membered ring just like this one. ये जो wiggly line है, that means कि stereo अभी defined नहीं है. It could be cis, it could be trans, doesn't matter. It's just a cyclization. Now, either it is that या फिर ये जो possibility है इसको हम बोलते हैं endoselectivity. Sorry, yeah, exotrig. This is 5-exotrig radical which is formed. Now you have already studied, I have already made this made a session on the Baldwin's rule of cyclization. वहाँ आपको पता है कि always the exo is going to be the better possibility. तो ये 5-exotrig radical ही product बनाएगा. This is going to be the major product. The other possibility where it attacks on this carbon is going to give you a 6-membered ring. अगर ये यहाँ से अटैच होगा, ठीक है, तो एक यहाँ पे एक radical बनेगा right over here. What is this? This is 6-endo trig. That is, it is a 6-membered ring and the radical is inside endo of the ring and coming from the trigonal planar system. So this is wrong. This is not favored according to the Baldwin's rule. तो हमें यही follow करना है. 5 exotrig radical is more preferred. चलो second example में आते हैं. अच्छा, sorry, the mechanism is mentioned over here. Everything I just have said is all covered up over here. Next example यहाँ पे है, second example. Now what is happening over here as well? The same thing. Again the AIBN and TBTH combination. Again you are going to get the tributyl tin radical over here. अब ये radical कहाँ पे attack करेगा? Again on a soft center. Selenium is a better and a soft center. So it is going to attack over selenium and not oxygen. What is this oxygen going to do? ये देखो, ये तो हमारे पास एक ester group है ना, and there is one radical over here. What is going to happen? There is going to be a cyclization, but where? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this position. Again guys, if we had some nucleophile or some radical attacking from the outside, it will prefer to attack on this position, on the beta to the carbonyl. Why? Because it is like a Michael addition. तो अगर कोई radical बाहर से आ रहा है तो वो यहाँ पे attack करेगा, because it is a Michael addition reaction. लेकिन since it is an intramolecular reaction taking place, this radical is going to attack on the alpha carbon. क्यों? उससे इसको मिलता है 5 exotrig radical. Look over here. I'm writing the carbonyl like this, and this is how I'm attaching this. Wiggly line means अभी stereo कोई final नहीं है. चलो ठीक है, मान लेते हैं कि this oxygen is above, so it is also favored above, क्योंकि cis junction favored होता है. ठीक है, मान लिया. Now there is another radical over here. ये कौन सा radical है? Exo. 5 exotrig radical once again. That is why it is going to give you this product. Don't do a Michael addition over here and don't make a 6-membered ring. Not going to happen. चलो, थोड़ा different है, but nonetheless very important and very repeated in the exam. चलो एक question देखते हैं from the Claydon solution manual. Propose a mechanism for this reaction accounting for the selectivity. Include a conformational drawing of the product. So what is happening over here? You again get to see this combination. आपको पता ही है ये क्या करने वाला है. Tributyl tin radical बनाएगा ये. After that, it is going to form this kind of a molecule, this kind of a radical. ये कैसा radical है? ये vinyl radical है. What is this vinyl radical going to do? It might attack on this position. अगर ये यहाँ पे attack करता है, अगर ये Michael addition करता है इस बार, तो what is the number of how many membered ring is going to be formed? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is going to give you a 5-membered ring, just like this one. This is a 5-membered ring only. So the vinyl radical has attacked on the beta position to the carbonyl because of the ring. क्योंकि ring था यहाँ पे और ring में strain है, इसलिए यहाँ पे अटैक हो रहा है ये. ठीक है. और I would rather also write it like this कि मैंने CO2 को बाहर निकाल दिया है, and this is where I have the vinyl radical right over here, and I'm showing the attack to be in this way. All right. So that is finally going to give us the reaction, and you already know when you are having a fused ring, 5-membered and 6-membered, they are going to prefer having cis junction. ठीक है, तो बस यही इसका आंसर है. Include a conformational drawing of the product. तो conformational drawing का मतलब ये है, you have to present the answer in such a way that you are able to show the stereochemistry. So let's suppose I am keeping this ester below the plane. I can keep this below, I can keep this above as well. तो अगर ये below चला जाता है, then this part is going to be above. That means it is going to attack from above and the hydrogen goes below again. Alright, and yeah, let's move onwards. Alright, so what is happening in this? How would you make the starting material for the sequence of the reaction? What is the starting material? This one is. Give a mechanism for the first reaction that explains the regio and stereo selectivity. Okay, you have to give the whole mechanism for the first product. Your answer should include a conformational drawing of the product. ठीक है. What is the mechanism of the last step? अगेन इसका भी मैकेनिज्म बताना है वन बाय वन. Attempts to carry out this last step by iodine or lithium exchange and iodine and lithium exchange and reaction with allylic bromide failed. तो मतलब कि अगर हमने यहाँ पे allylic bromide लिया होता या और लिथियम लिया होता तो वहां पे ये फेल हो जाता. क्यों फेल होता? Why is this alternative shown here successful? All right, we will talk about this. So it is also asking you how to create this starting material. It's very difficult कि starting material कैसे बनाना है. No, it's not difficult at all. As soon as you see that there is an electron withdrawing group right opposite to the double bond, इसको आप सोच लो कि आप इसको एक 6 membered ring को ऐसे break down कर सकते हो, and that is going to be from the Diels-Alder reaction. How do you do the retrosynthesis of this molecule? इस molecule का retro अगर करना हो for example, तो हम कैसे करेंगे? First of all, इस carboxylic acid group को हम कर देंगे FGI conversion into the ester. ester convert कर दिया. Now you are heating it and heating करके it is going to break down into this molecule which is a diene plus a dienophile having an electron withdrawing group like that. So this is a Diels-Alder reaction. तो हम Diels-Alder reaction करके इसको इस तरीके से बना सकते हैं. And NaHCO3 which is going to be this is the second step. All right, this is the second step. Iodine and sodium bicarbonate, what are they doing? This is known as iodolactonization reaction. Very important, we have studied this before, okay, many a times. तो ये क्या कर रहा है? Sodium bicarbonate is just slightly basic, only basic enough to remove this proton and cause effervescence. आपने ये देखा होगा, organic practical में भी किया होगा. सोडियम बाइकार्बोनेट जहाँ white effervescence देता है मतलब वो carboxylic acid confirmed है. ठीक है. So moving onwards, the iodine is going to attack onto the alkene on the opposite side of this. अगर ये above the plane है तो iodine कहाँ से add होगा? From below the plane, right? Exactly that you see. Now what is happening is, अब ये जो carboxylate है, this is definitely going to attack over this carbon since there is a leaving group following to give you a product like this. अब इसको conformationally अगर हम draw करना चाहें या फिर let's say इसी को conformationally draw करते हैं, it is exactly going to look like this. Iodonium ion is going to look like this and the axial attack is going to be favored. The axial attack means the oxygen and the iodine are both going to be diaxial to each other. Axial attack favor होता है conformation में, इसलिए इस तरीके से attack करेगा, ये product मिलेगा which can be written like this. Okay. Now the next step. The next step is you are adding AIBN and some alkyl version of TBTH. You don't have a hydrogen over here. Okay. So what is happening? देखो, जब भी ऐसा कोई molecule हो that you are having AIBN. Now AIBN is not here to remove a hydrogen from the TBTH क्योंकि आपके पास proper TBTH है नहीं. So this AIBN radical is going to take the iodine and it's going to initiate a radical from the molecule. ठीक है, तो यहाँ से molecule से radical ने इस पे attack किया alkene पे and after that it is going to break down the tributyl tin molecule from here and it is going to give you this radical जो कि फिर से एक cyclic process में चला जाएगा. After that you're going to get this molecule. Now this molecule is, yeah, there's no further reaction. This is our final product. Okay. Now also as the question was saying कि हमने magnesium और lithium लिया तब ये काम ही नहीं कर रहा है. क्यों काम नहीं कर रहा है? Because once you are taking this, देखो ये वाला molecule हमें मिला था as a final product right over here. If we are taking magnesium or lithium, then what will happen? It is going to take away, lithium is going to take away the iodide and give you a metallation on this carbon, but that metallation is also going to break the ring down क्योंकि आपको पता है carbon पे negative charge आ जाएगा, फिर it is going to break it down and give you back from where you started. हमने यहाँ से start किया, वापस से यही मिल जाएगा. and further there is not going to be any further reaction in the form of radical, so yeah, not useful. आगे चलते हैं guys. Now we are going to discuss some really important reactions of carbene. Synthesis and reaction of carbene. I always prefer you all to study radicals and carbenes together. Once you are done with this chapter from Claydon, do practice the questions from solution manual और उसके बाद आप चाहो तो कैरुथर के जो एग्जाम्पल है, सिर्फ एग्जाम्पल देखना है, पूरा चैप्टर नहीं पढ़ना है. Go through the examples of caruthers also. Okay. Chalo, let's move onwards. Now, how are we going to synthesize carbenes? First thing. First of all, we are going to talk about a simple diazonium molecule. ठीक है? तो ये क्या है guys? हमारे पास alkyl diazonium है and it looks like CH2N2. It is of great importance when we are studying carbene. ठीक है? So what is happening over here? If we write the resonating structures of this molecule, you will understand that the carbon has a negative charge and the N2 has a positive charge. ये देखो, ये carbon पे negative है, N2 के ऊपर positive है. Okay, that makes this molecule stable also because of resonance. अब क्या होगा? Either if you are providing this molecule an acidic proton, जब भी इसको एक acidic proton मिलता है, for example, when it is reacting with carboxylic acid which is having an acidic proton, तो ये जल्दी से proton को grab करता है, grabs the proton and has O minus over here which is going to attack back on the methyl, because methyl has a very good leaving group, that is the nitrogen gas, and here it gives you the ester. This is one simple reaction that we have seen of this molecule, that is acid से ester बनाना बहुत आसानी से. ठीक है? So this is what we have seen. If let's say we are providing the same molecule light, अगर हम same molecule को light provide करते हैं, then nitrogen leaves and you are having a CH2 carbene. Okay, how does it happen? ये देखो, if I'm having this resonating structure, अगर मैं ये resonating structure ले लेती हूँ यहाँ पे, how do I show a carbene is forming? So there is a very simple technique. कोई भी कार्बन के पास 4 बॉन्ड होते हैं. There are 4 bonds on one particular carbon. Keep the 2 intact, and these 2, one is going to be left on the carbon, other one is going to be removed from the carbon. That means a carbon is now left with 6 electrons. ठीक है? तो ये CH2 है, मतलब कार्बन के पास 2 हाइड्रोजन्स है. Now one of the bond is going to be given to carbon, one of the bond is taken away. Let's see how. ये देखो, in this way CH2 becomes negative and this bond is taken away from carbon because nitrogen is a good leaving group. That is going to give you CH2 and 2 more electrons over here. ये हो गया है total 6 electrons, 6 valence electrons. So this is one way of generation of carbene. All right. तो देखो guys, this is just one reaction of how we have generated the carbene diazonium से light provide करके. What are the sources of diazomethane? How can you generate diazomethane? N-methyl N-nitrosourea, that is N-methyl N-nitrosourea को base के presence में अगर हमने react कराया, we are going to eliminate this part of the molecule and get diazomethane. Similarly, N-methyl N-nitroso toluene sulfonamide. So what is this toluene sulfonamide? Because all of this is a good leaving group. Once again, it is going to all leave this part and again give you the diazomethane. तो ये हो गया है one method of generation of diazomethane and diazomethane से carbene. ठीक है? Next, how a typical carbene reacts. What are the typical carbene reactions? ये हम बाद में और अच्छे से पढ़ेंगे. A carbene typically inserts into a sigma bond or a pi bond. Insertion into an OH bond या फिर insertion into a C double bond C या फिर insertion into a CH bond. All of these three are the most common reactions of a carbene. जैसे कि ये जो OH bond है, यहाँ पे अगर मैं ऐसे लिख दूँ CH2, so it is going to insert between this OH bond like this. ये हो गया है ROCH3. If we are doing the insertion in a double bond, it is going to give you a cyclopropane system. If we are doing an insertion into this CH bond, it is going to give you CH3 like this. Okay, तो और भी तरीके देख लेते हैं how to make carbene. Alright, so let's see different ways to make carbenes, because in the questions, the most important part is you have to identify that with which reagent, which intermediate is going to form, right? So first example is by reacting an acyl chloride with diazomethane. So we have just seen diazomethane की क्या quality होती है? It is nucleophilic on the carbon center. Alright. So if I'm having acyl chloride like this, it is going to attack over the acyl chloride and replace the chloride from over here. And this is how you're going to get. What is this compound? This is the diazocarbonyl compound. And after photolysis of this compound, you are going to get a acyl carbene. तो मैं आगे proceed करती हूँ. Let's say I'm doing the photolysis of this molecule, same molecule. I'm going to get this is going to be a CH, all right. So this is going to be a acyl carbene that I'm having. Now, what are the further reactions the acyl carbene can undergo? It could be a Wolff rearrangement. It could also be a cyclopropanation, क्योंकि molecule के अंदर ही alkene है. We'll see about that later on. But this is one possibility by which we can form the carbene. Another one, by reacting the parent carbonyl compound with tosyl azide in the presence of a base. This is very important and very frequently asked in all the examination. और सबसे ज़्यादा जो examples हैं, it is of this type, that when you are having an active methylene group like this, जो active methylene group होता है वो क्या होता है? It is surrounded by two carbonyls. So whenever you are having this active methylene group, there by using a group which is also known as a azotransferring group. Why azotransferring group? Because it is replacing both of these hydrogens with a diazo group like this. So basically ये जो हमारे पास tosyl azide है, what does it do? It is going to take away these two hydrogens. It is going to itself become a simple amine compound, and it is going to transfer the diazo group on the same position in this way. Very important, just remember this. Now what is happening? Let's see. Let's figure out what is happening right over here. It is very, very important, guys. Even in Caruthers, if you see, a lot of examples are like this, that you started with a 1,3-dicarbonyl like this, and you end up having a diazo in the middle of in the active methylene carbon group. Okay, chalo dekhte hain. So first thing what happens is, if I'm taking a tosyl azide in this way, it is going to react with this group. Diazo exchange बोलते हैं इसको. There is an exchange of the diazo group, and this nitrogen right over here, it has become an amine. Okay, so this is eliminated, and this is what you're going to get. Very important. Diazo exchange bolo, diazo transfer bolo, it is very important. Next example is, you must have also seen this in many of the previous year questions. Whenever you have a diazo carbonyl group like this, okay, in the presence of a D block element, either that is rhodium or ruthenium or copper, whichever of these, it is going to give you a metal carbenoid या फिर rhodium carbene complex. इस तरीके से ये कैसे behave करेगा? It is going to behave like a singlet carbene. All right, even though it is not exactly the same as we would get, but organic compounds में जो बिना metal के मिलता है वो अलग होता है, metal के साथ जो मिलता है that is often known as a carbenoid. But anyways, it is going to behave like a singlet carbene, and it is going to show you the same reactions. All right, चलो next example देखते हैं. Now what have I seen over here? I have a simple carbonyl molecule. इसको मैंने react कराया tosyl hydrazine से. Tosyl hydrazine in the presence of sodium methoxide. Now just by looking at this combination, you must be able to realize, you must have seen this combination before. ये combination आपको पहले आपने देखा है कहीं ना कहीं. कहाँ देखा है comment में लिखना है, right? So what is going on over here? This is your tosyl hydrazone which is going to form in the presence of methoxide base. The proton is removed very well, and then what happens? The nitrogen is just going to push off the sulfonyl group like this. उसके बाद फिर से diazo compound बन गया. But diazo compound in the presence of heat, and in the presence of a non-polar solvent. अब तो याद आ जाना चाहिए guys. Non-polar solvent when you are taking, this is going to give you a carbene, and the carbene is absolutely going to undergo this kind of a reaction to form an alkene. ये कौन सा reaction है? ये Bamford-Stevens reaction है. This is a Bamford-Stevens reaction. You have already seen this. If we are not taking methoxide and if you are taking butyl lithium, that is not going to give you a carbene. That gives you a carbanion in a polar solvent. लेकिन अगर हम non polar solvent लेते हैं या less polar solvent लेते हैं, then it is going to give you the carbene on heating as well as alkene as the product. Next, another process of carbene formation is through alpha elimination. Alpha elimination मतलब कि from the same carbon you are replacing two groups in the presence of a very strong base. तो यहाँ देखो, what do we have is we are having a geminal dibromide compound in the presence of butyl lithium. What is the butyl lithium going to do over here? जब भी आप alkyl bromide देखो और butyl lithium देखो, you are not going to make the butyl lithium remove this proton. भले ही वो base हो, लेकिन यहाँ वो base के जैसे काम नहीं करेगा because the bromides are going to be more reactive. That's why it is going to do what? It is going to do a halogen exchange. So halogen exchange करके एक lithium bromide molecule निकल चुका है. This is where the lithium comes, and now if you are warming this, ये 115 minus पे था, you are just warming this to above minus 100, which is not at all warming actually. So it is going to break it down like this and give you the carbene plus LiBr once again. So ये भी एक carbene है. What further reactions it will undergo depends on the structure of the R group, कि R में कोई alkene है या नहीं है, या कोई polar group है या नहीं है. Also depends on the solvent that you are taking. Okay. Next important example is when you are having this kind of a diiodide in the presence of zinc or copper, you can also form a zinc carbenoid. ये कहाँ पे use होता है? This is used in the Simon-Smith reaction. Okay, these are some popular name reactions also which you must remember. तो क्या हुआ? Zinc और copper के presence में zinc is going to actually give electron density to this iodine such that the electron carbon iodine bond falls on carbon. तो उससे क्या होगा? कार्बन नेगेटिव, जिंक पॉजिटिव हो गया. Carbon is actually negative over here. Okay, now what can happen? Since the carbon is already negative, the I minus can leave. The I minus can leave. But actually अगर कोई दूसरा ट्रांजिशन मेटल होता तो वो इस तरीके से एक डबल बॉन्ड बना लेता जैसे रोडियम ने बनाया. Okay, but zinc will not do that. What is zinc going to do? Zinc will rather form a single sigma bond with another of such molecule. तो ये इसको बोला जाएगा zinc carbenoid, and it still behaves exactly the same as a carbene, even though it does not look like a carbene, but it gives you cyclopropanation reaction, insertion, all those reactions. Okay, आगे चलते हैं guys, and now we are going to talk about the structure or basically the types of carbene. All right, which is very important because अगर आपको पता है कि आपके पास कौन सा carbene है, you will also be able to predict the stereo of the product which is formed. ये देखो, first of all, what do I have is I have triplet carbene. Triplet का मतलब क्या है? 2s plus 1 value is 3. That makes a triplet, isn't it? When the spin multiplicity is equals to 3 total, तभी तो होगा. तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? That the s value is going to be 1. 1 कैसे आएगा? Half plus half करके 1 आएगा. Each electron has a spin value half. So both the electrons are in the having the same spin. तो अगर सेम स्पिन होंगे तो हाउ आर वी गोइंग टू कीप दोज टू इलेक्ट्रॉन्स? डेफिनेटली इन टू डिफरेंट ऑर्बिटल्स. तो दोनों ऑर्बिटल कौन सी हो सकती है? both the orbitals could be, it could be, one possibility is that you are having one electron in the sp2 hybridized orbital right over here, this one, and the other electron is there in the p orbital. ये भी हो सकता है, which is actually going to give you an angle. It is going to be there in an angle. या फिर triplet carbene का एक और possibility है that you have kept both of the electrons in p orbitals. तब ये हो जाएगा sp hybridized and the bond angle is going to be 180 degrees. Okay, but you mostly see in this one bond, ये जो angle है उस पर डिपेंड करता है कि कौन सा कार्बीन है. ठीक है. About the singlet carbene, singlet means 2s plus 1 value is equals to 1, which means the s value is 0. ऐसा क्यों होता है? Because one is plus half and the other is minus half. तो दोनों paired है. Right, one electron is plus half, the other electron is minus half. Both of these are paired, so they are going to stay in the sp2 orbital. All right, and you are going to have a vacant p orbital. Vacant p orbital होता है in the singlet carbenes. Okay, why do we have a vacant p orbital? Because these singlet carbenes have a high tendency of doing a stereospecific reaction. Stereospecific reaction का क्या मतलब हुआ? Just like a pericyclic reaction. Okay, that is, if I'm having an alkene in this way, it is going to add to the alkene in a stereospecific manner. अगर ये double bond है यहाँ पे, तो क्या होगा? ये electron density attack करेगा double bond पे, and the pi electrons of the double bond attacks into the vacant p orbital. This is how it attacks in a stereospecific way, जो कि triplet carbene नहीं कर सकता है. We have a proof of this. Let's see. So when we are starting our reaction, let's say जो ionic medium में जो carbene बनते हैं, mostly in the solution form, in the absence of light, most of them are, or in the presence of a metal, most of them behave like a singlet carbene. जैसे कि ये देखो, CHBr3 and tertiary butoxide, you know there is alpha elimination going on. So alpha elimination of a hydrogen and a bromine is going to give you CBr2. ठीक है, कार्बन डाइब्रोमाइड कार्बीन. अब ये कैसे बिहेव करेगा? इट इज बिहेविंग एज अ सिंगलेट कार्बीन. इफ इट इज बिहेविंग एज अ सिंगलेट कार्बीन, तो जो जी एल्कीन है या सिस एल्कीन है, it is going to give us the cyclopropanation product in the cis manner only. तो ये देखो, 2 methyl group remains cis, 70% इसका yield है, and less than 1% trans product form, which means that we are correct. ये हमारा singlet carbene ही है. So singlet carbene give you a stereospecific reaction, that cis alkene will give you a cis cyclopropane. तो इसीलिए ये हो गया stereospecific. The same for over here, E alkene will give you again E alkene या E or basically the methyls are going to be trans once again. So this is very important to understand. Singlet carbene always give you stereospecific reaction. लेकिन जो triplet carbenes होते हैं, they don't give you stereospecific reaction. They mostly behave like radicals. They behave like biradicals. मतलब कि क्योंकि आपको पता है कि जो triplet carbene होते हैं, you are having two different electrons, so they are going to add differently. They are going to add, the first one added, let's say, then the other one is going to add, और उसमें spin inversion का time लगेगा. Let's say we take this example over here. So I have I have this diazoalkane molecule. ठीक है? In the presence of light, I can directly eliminate nitrogen from here, and it is going to give you a carbene on the same carbene. But that carbene, when we are reacting a cis alkene to it, 65% of the product is cis and 35% of the product is trans. This is a major amount, right? 35% तो बहुत होता है. इतना अगर trans मिल रहा है, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? We are actually having a triplet carbene generated out of the mixture in the presence of light. Okay, why does that happen? Let's see. So first of all क्या होता है guys, जब हमारे पास एक triplet carbene होती है, okay, what happens is when we are having a triplet carbene, the triplet carbene wants to attack onto the double bond. Let's say there are two paired carbons over here. Into this double bond you will see double bond के अंदर तो paired electrons होते हैं ना. So let's say these are paired electrons like this. Now what happens is these two electrons are going to be oppositely paired. ये oppositely paired electrons है, so they are going to quickly form a bond. Right? तो ये carbon और ये carbon ने एक bond form कर लिया है based on this. So this is the new bond, for example. अब क्या हुआ? Now these two are parallel spins. They cannot form a bond directly. तो इन spin को parallel होने की वजह से इसको थोड़ा time चाहिए कि वो स्पिन ऑपोजिट हो जाए, ये देखो इट नीड सम टाइम टू मेक द स्पिन ऑपोजिट एंड देन फॉर्म दिस बॉन्ड. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज, meanwhile the spin is changing, a bond rotation can also take place. तो यहाँ पे तो हमने सीधा सीधा ऐड कर दिया है, but a bond rotation can take place like this one and it can give you something like this. इससे क्या बन जाएगा, trans product बन जाएगा. So during spin inversion, a bond rotation possibility exists. All right, and because of that bond rotation possibility, it is going to give us a mixture of compounds, cis और trans दोनों ही मिल जाएंगे. ठीक है, that's why a mixture of products. So a triplet carbene reacts more like a biradical. जैसे biradical मतलब एक ही कार्बन पे दो रेडिकल है, and a singlet carbene reacts in a stereospecific way, more like a in a pericyclic reaction. Okay, आगे चलते हैं गाइस. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट सम अदर एग्जांपल्स. सो फॉर एग्जांपल हमारे पास एक मॉलिक्यूल है डाइथाइल टार्टरेट, ये बुक का एक एग्जांपल दिया हुआ है. एंड बाय विटिक रिएक्शन वी हैव कन्वर्टेड दिस इनटू डाइईन लाइक दिस आफ्टर प्रोटेक्टिंग द अल्कोहल्स. तो यहाँ से हमने ये कंपाउंड बना लिया, लेट्स से, एंड आई वांट टू डू द साइक्लोप्रोपेनेशन. So what will happen if I'm taking the Simon-Smith reaction, this is the same combination that I am having for the Simon-Smith reaction. Be careful, Simon-Smith reaction में जो ये possibility हम ये जो combination हम लेते हैं, it has a directing property. What is the directing property? कि जहाँ एक polar atom दिखेगा zinc को, zinc is looking at this polar atom, okay? So it is going to transfer the carbene on the same side. So here I'm having this oxygen below. It is going to transfer or do the cyclopropanation below on this side, and ये वाला जो oxygen है, it is above. So this cyclopropanation takes place above. It's a very awesome example for understanding stereo of cyclopropanation using a metal. Similarly, I have a simple combination. यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक allylic alcohol है. So it's very nicely proved that cyclopropanation is going to be on the same side as the alcohol. So this is our stereo chemistry of the cyclopropanation. Directing property बोल सकते हो. चलो आगे चलते हैं and let's see what are the other reactions of a carbene. Carbene has huge possibility of reactions. यहाँ देखो बहुत अच्छा है ये. So what happens is when we are having benzene से carbene कैसे react करेगा? Benzene is very electron rich. Let's see how it reacts. So again I have the same molecule. यहाँ से diazo अगर हम निकाल देते हैं in the presence of heat, you are going to be left with this kind of a carbene, which is, you can see very nicely, which is electrophilic in nature because there is a electron withdrawing group present. तो ये क्या है, electrophilic carbene हो गया ये, electron deficient या electrophilic carbene. Now this electrophilic carbene is very nicely attracted to the pi electron cloud of benzene. चलो हमने एक cyclopropanation करा दिया एक double bond को use करके. Using one double bond, this is the cyclopropanation that we are getting. But is it going to be the final product? No. Because there are pi electron densities which can open this system to finally give you a 7-membered ring. और गाइज इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, इसको हम बोलते हैं वैलेंस टॉटोमेरिज्म. इफ यू रिमेम्बर, क्यों आपको पता होगा, एनी 6-membered रिंग हैविंग वन मोर कार्बन, ये जो 6-membered रिंग और 3-membered रिंग का जंक्शन है, it is very unstable if you are having a two pi bonds inside. So it is going to give you a larger ring like this. तो ये हो गया reaction of a carbene with benzene. Next type of reaction is insertion into the carbon hydrogen bond. ये भी बहुत important है. Okay, so ये देखो, what I have is I have on this particular carbon where Cl is present, मेरे पास दो ड्यूट्रियम है. तो अब क्या होगा, सोडियम मिथॉक्साइड के प्रेजेंस में what I usually did is, अगर बेस है तो बेस के प्रेजेंस में I would do E2 elimination. So a proton is removed from the beta carbon और ये Cl minus निकल गया, ये बन गया आपका alkene via E2 elimination reaction. Very good. लेकिन अगर मेरे पास में on the same carbon as the chloride, I'm having only 2 protons and the other carbon does not have a proton. फिर क्या होगा? And the base is also a very strong base. ये जो combination है ना base का, इसको हम बोलते हैं Schlosser's base. Why? Because दोनों ही बहुत ज़्यादा strong base है. So this combination makes sure you are having alpha elimination. ठीक है, उससे क्या होगा? बेस ने प्रोटॉन abstract किया and Cl minus leaves together so that you get alpha elimination. Alpha elimination के बाद में this carbon right over here, this is going to be a carbene like this. Now what is this carbene going to do? It can do many reactions. अब molecule के अंदर already एक 3-membered ring formation possibility है via CH insertion. So it is going to do that. अगर नहीं होती, let's say if there were no methyls, there were some like tertiary butyl, some very big groups present, तब क्या होगा? Then maybe the RO group is going to attack, right? या मे बी सॉल्वेंट कैन अटैक, डिपेंड्स ऑन डिफरेंट पॉसिबिलिटीज. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे एक कार्बन था, मिथाइल ग्रुप था, इसलिए साइक्लोप्रोपेन रिंग बन गया. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हियर यू डोंट हैव अ मिथाइल एंड यू आर गोइंग टू फॉर्म अ असाइल कार्बिन. इसको हम बोल सकते हैं अल्फा कीटो कार्बिन को असाइल कार्बिन. अब ये असाइल कार्बिन का हम क्या करें? इट कैन अंडरगो अ रीअरेंजमेंट, लेकिन अगर सॉल्वेंट मेंशन्ड है साइक्लोहेक्सेन, then again it is going to do a CH insertion in the cyclohexane to finally give you this kind of a molecule. Okay, so depends on a lot of factors guys. हमेशा जरूरी नहीं है कि एक ही reaction होगा carbene का. It's a reactive intermediate and it has a variety of reactions. Next example देखते हैं चलो. So again you are having the same thing, the diazocarbonyl compound in the presence of rhodium. So what is it going to give you? A singlet carbene. And again it's giving you CH insertion. Why CH insertion? क्योंकि ये proximity में है. 3-membered ring, 4-membered ring is not so stable. 3 and 5-membered rings are more stable. That's why you get a 5-membered ring with a 60% yield. Okay, अब यहाँ देखो फिर से, ये सारे क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में आ चुके हैं. ठीक है, चलो this example also. So what happens again? I'm going to break this diazo in this particular example in the presence of rhodium. It will give you this kind of a carbene. ठीक है, अब ये कार्बिन क्या कर सकता है? What is this carbene going to do? Is it going to like do the cyclopropanation on benzene like the previous one? No, ये असाइल कार्बिन है. ये क्या कर सकता है? There is still a hydrogen present on the carbon which is very close to this carbene carbon. कितना close है कि एक 5-membered ring तो बनी जाएगी. That is exactly what happens. You are getting a 5-membered ring. This is the product of carbene formation. After many synthesis steps, you can finally get the molecule which is required. ये क्लेडन का एक तरीका है बताने का कि ये molecule synthetically क्यों important है. Next example is Arndt-Eastert homologation reaction. So as I repeat again and again कि acyl carbene है, ये Wolff rearrangement कर सकता है. So that is important over here. So you are starting with a carboxylic acid and you end up with one more carbon in the carboxylic acid. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? We call this a step up reaction in the homologous chain. ठीक है, तो ये देखो, we started with this carboxylic acid. हमने यहाँ पे let's say SOCl2 लेकर convert किया into acyl chloride. Diazomethane is going to attack over this carbonyl, and after heating, the same thing happens. You are going to form this kind of acyl carbene. Now what is going to happen? Acyl carbene undergoes this kind of a rearrangement. R group transfer हो गया CH के ऊपर and the electron on the carbon went up to the carbonyl. तो क्या बन जाएगा? You are going to get a ketene. Okay, it is still neutral but it is still electron deficient and very highly reactive. What will happen next? The alcohol is going to attack over the carbonyl carbon. Why? Because carbonyl carbon is most electrophilic in nature. ये वाला bond खुलेगा यहाँ पे. This is what you are going to get. Okay. Why does the carbonyl bond not open? because thermodynamically alkene bond is less stable than the carbon. ठीक है, तो ये हो गया है step up reaction. Now this rearrangement which is involved, मैं इसी की बार बार बात कर रही हूँ guys. This one acyl carbene से ketene, this rearrangement is a Wolff rearrangement. You must be aware of this. Okay, very important. चलो, next example, I want you all to try out the mechanism in this reaction. क्या है, we started with an ester and we are getting this alpha diisocarbonyl. Okay, then in the presence of silver, we are having silver and a polar solvent, we are having the homologated ester. All right, one carbon added, ये यहाँ पे carbonyl था, यहाँ एक carbon add हो चुका है. Then lithium aluminium hydride to give you the alcohol. So what is happening in this reaction? Again, a Wolff rearrangement. So I want you all to try how the Wolff rearrangement is taking place. Try to write it with your own hands. तभी आपको practice होगी और exam में अच्छे से product बना पाओगे. For example, let's do this question. Comment on the selectivity shown in these reactions. So what is happening over here? I have two different alkenes and I have the carbene formation, in situ carbene formation possibility. तो ये जो combination है कहाँ पे add करेगा carbene को? That is the question. In this alkene or in this alkene? Definitely, whenever you are having the zinc carbenoid, in this way, whenever you are having the zinc carbenoid, it prefers to have a chelation or basically a polar group like oxygen or nitrogen. अगर उसको मिल गया तो वहीं जाएगा. This is how the selectivity in the product formation is going to be. ठीक है, अब next है यहाँ पे we are having N2CHCO2 ET in the presence of copper. What is it going to give you? ये बन गया आपका carbene after the elimination of nitrogen gas. So what is it going to do now? It is only having this possibility, this alkene to attack on, उस पे attack करेगा. कहाँ से attack करेगा? On the opposite side. See, for example, this was added above the plane. For example, like this. तो ये कहाँ से add होगा? This is going to add from below the plane because of steric reasons. Okay. So this is how you can have the regio as well as the stereo selectivity in carbene addition. ये बहुत अच्छा एग्जाम्पल है. सजेस्ट अ मैकेनिज्म फॉर द रिंग कॉन्ट्रैक्शन. आई वॉन्ट यू ऑल टू ट्राई दिस बाय योर सेल्फ. वॉट इज हैपनिंग इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ लाइट? माइनस N2, नाइट्रोजन इज गोइंग टू बी एलिमिनेटेड. ये बन गया आपका कार्बीन, बट इट्स नॉट द प्रॉब्लम. कार्बीन बन गया, ठीक है, बट वॉट नेक्स्ट इज हैपनिंग? Again, you are going to do a Wolff rearrangement. Wolff rearrangement में क्या होता है? The R group or the alkyl group on the carbonyl migrates like this. So this carbon right over here is going to migrate over to this carbon, which is the alkene carbon. तो ये अगर alkene carbon है यहाँ पे, is it going to be like this? Yes. और ये carbonyl ऐसे का ऐसे रहने वाला है. Okay. So what have I done? Basically, I've just formed a ketene. There was there was no hydrogen over here. That's why I've made the double bond. थोड़ा सा इसको ठीक से लिख देते हैं. It is going to be like this. Now depending on what solvent you have, पानी अगर water होगा, water will attack to give you CO2H, that is the carboxylic acid. You don't have water, you have methanol, so it is going to attack over here and give you this kind of an ester, a 5-membered ring with an ester. This is what you get. This is your final product. Okay, very important. और इसके भी बहुत एग्जाम्पल्स है, बहुत प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस है सेम टाइप ऑफ रिएक्शन के. नाउ दिस इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट रिएक्शन ऑफ दिस सेशन, क्योंकि ये थोड़ा सा स्ट्रेंज और पिक्यूलियर है. सजेस्ट अ मैकेनिज्म फॉर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ दिस साइक्लोप्रोपेन. आई डेस्परेटली वांट यू ऑल टू डू दिस बाय योरसेल्फ. इट इज ऑसम. Yes. So what is this tertiary butoxide going to do? It is going to remove the proton from here, maybe. Is it going to remove this proton? Yes, क्योंकि आपको अभी तक realize हो चुका होगा, when we are trying to form a carbene, we push one electron density on the carbene carbon and we take away one electron density from the carbene carbon. That gives you only two electrons. ठीक है, ये दोनों इलेक्ट्रॉन तो निकल ही गए, सिर्फ ये दोनों इलेक्ट्रॉन है. दैट इज हाउ यू गेट अ सिंगलेट कार्बीन. ठीक है, सो लेट्स सी हाउ इट इज गोइंग टू बी. दिस इज योर हाइड्रोजन विच इज एसिडिक इन नेचर, क्योंकि इसका जो pKa है दैट इज ऑल्सो बिकॉज ऑफ द क्लोराइड माइनस आई इफेक्ट, इसका pKa और भी ज्यादा डिक्रीज हो जाता है. तो ये और भी ज्यादा एसिडिक हो जाएगा. चलो, so tertiary butoxide is going to attack over this hydrogen. The electron density falls over to this carbon, but the pi electron density shifts backwards and the Cl minus leaves. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? You are actually having an alene system, but alene के ऊपर एक carbene बन गया है. Okay, and now what is this alene carbene going to do? It is going to do a cyclopropanation on this allylic alcohol which is given. After doing so, it is going to form cyclopropanation with this alene system, जो कि exactly दिया हुआ है यहाँ पे. Alright, so you got a carbene, but which carbene? You got a alene carbene over here. Okay, that's why I told you the question is a little bit peculiar, but nonetheless interesting to do. I'll see you all in another video where we are going to be doing the asymmetric synthesis now. And yes, guys, I'll see you all soon. Have a nice evening and join up my Rasayan Academy Catalyst batch because abhi 50% off bhi chal raha hai. Take care of yourselves. Bye, everyone.